Life throws challenges at all of us. Some people seem to handle setbacks with ease, while others struggle to bounce back. The difference? Emotional resilience. It's not about avoiding difficulties, it's about handling them in a way that keeps you strong, adaptable, and mentally healthy. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build emotional resilience so you can face life's ups and downs with confidence and calmness. If you want to become mentally stronger, hit that subscribe button and follow for more personal growth content. Now, let's get into it. Part 1. What is emotional resilience? Emotional resilience is your ability to adapt to stress, setbacks, and challenges without being overwhelmed. It doesn't mean avoiding emotions or being tough. It means managing your emotions in a healthy way and learning from a difficult experience. The good news is that you can build emotional resilience no matter where you're starting. So some examples of emotional resilience would be, for example, losing your job. You get laid off, and somebody with emotional resilience would say, okay, this may open more doors for opportunity. I've gotten a lot of experience from this job. Maybe I can move up in my field or find something completely different and be happier. Somebody without as much emotional resilience might say, oh, I lost my job, my life is over, I don't know what to do. And while this example particularly can cause a lot of devastating effects in your life, it's all about how you think about it is going to help you move forward, I guess, if that makes sense. How to build emotional resilience. Number 1, reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of seeing difficulties as roadblocks, try seeing them as lessons. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how will this make me stronger? Kind of like I gave with the being laid off example, you can have more doors for opportunities open. I've personally had an experience where I've lost a job and it's led me to go on and do bigger and better things. It also led me to live in a bus in parking lots for almost a year, but hey, I've seen a lot more than I otherwise would have, and I don't have to pay rent, so win some, lose some. That's part of that mindset, reframing challenges as opportunities to build emotional resilience. Alright, number 2, strengthen your self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotions instead of ignoring them. Journaling, meditation, or simply checking in with yourself daily can help you understand your triggers and responses. So, if you're not in therapy, well, I guess even if you're not in therapy, this word is thrown around a lot on TikTok and other social media platforms. Triggers is basically where you have an instance that causes uncomfortable or negative feelings. I don't like to use the word negative feelings, but from a psychology standpoint, that's what they're referred to as. And it doesn't always mean a bad response. It just means negative compared to positive. See what I'm saying? So, and the reason I'm explaining what a trigger is, because I also want to bring up what a glimmer is. A glimmer is basically the opposite of a trigger. It's a sound, a smell, a sight, a memory that brings back really good feelings and just makes you feel, that happy, tingly feeling. So you definitely have a lot of each, no matter where you are in life in your mental health healing journey. So just strengthening your awareness on, okay, what are my glimmers? What are my triggers? What should I avoid? What should I do more of? Different things like that. Number 3, developing healthy coping skills. Not all coping mechanisms are helpful. Things like avoiding the problems or numbing emotions can make things worse. Instead, try deep breathing exercises. I have a couple of those in my guided meditations, and I do plan out on putting some specifically for anxiety and different things like that on my channel, so be on the lookout for those. We've started a new segment, Sunday Serenity. Those videos come out at 5 a.m. every Sunday, so very excited for those. Y'all seem to like them a lot. Anyway, number 2 for developing healthy coping skills, talking to a trusted friend or therapist. Not everybody can afford therapy. I actually did a video that I'll link up here about therapy versus self-help, which one is right for you, which one is more attainable for you. I totally understand that insurance is a big problem, especially in the United States, and therapists aren't always accessible. There's a lot more people who need therapy compared to the therapists that are out there to provide services. So talking to a trusted friend is sometimes your next best option. But I highly recommend therapy for anyone who feels that they need it and can easily obtain those services. I know through my work and my mom, through her work, she actually has the ability to get, I think it's like 1 or 2 free therapy sessions a month that her job will pay for, which she works at a bank. I would need hella therapy too. But yeah, see if that's an option. A lot more workplaces are offering those things even if you don't have full-time benefits. So definitely something to look into. Moving your body, exercise, yoga, a walk, different things like that. As I've teased in other videos, I am almost done with my yoga training. My yoga teacher training, so I will be offering some free videos on YouTube, some group things on Zoom, maybe some one-on-one sessions, a couple different other things that I have planned. I'm super excited to share those with y'all once it all falls into place. But moving your body, it doesn't have to be a 30, 45 minute, hour-long ordeal. I work out for 20-ish minutes on average, 2 or 3 times a week, and when I don't, I try to stretch, I try to do yoga, I definitely go for a walk while I'm at work, different things like that. Number 4, build a strong support system. Resilience isn't about doing everything alone. Okay, you need to surround yourself with people who uplift you and support you. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. So my support system would be my lovely fiance, my cat Gracie, who is behind the camera sleeping, and my mom. I feel like those are the 3 people and animals that I depend on a lot to be my support system. I can talk to them. Yes, I talk to my cat. Do not judge me. I can get advice from, well, not Gracie, I guess. She's not the best at giving advice, but my fiance and my mom are. So I guess the point is just make sure that you have people in your circle that you can talk to and trust, and that, will be there for you in the same way you are for them. Don't waste your time pouring your precious water into constantly empty cups that wouldn't do the same for you. All right, number 5, practice self-compassion. You wouldn't be hard on a friend who's going through a tough time, so why would you be hard on yourself? Speak to yourself with kindness and remind yourself that struggles do not define you. Okay? Struggles and different emotions are just that, struggles, emotions, instances, circumstances, what have you. They are not who you are. One of my struggles, for instance, is borderline personality disorder, which I talked about in a previous video. I will also link that up here if you're interested. BPD is something that I struggle with, but it's not who I am. You know what I mean? Just trying to understand yourself better rather than be hard on yourself in those difficult times is something to think about. My fiance and I, we both have autism, among other things, so our relationship dynamic is pretty unique compared to those of neurotypical people. But we have found that almost like gentle parenting ourselves and each other has helped us a lot with communication in our relationship. Like, instead of, oh my god, why didn't you clean this up when you made that mess? It's like, hey there, just wanted to let you know there's a little mess. Not sure if you saw it or, walked away and forgot about it, but it is there if you'd like to clean it up if you're available in this moment. And things like that. We just kind of try to talk to each other, I don't know, I guess like kids, because it's our first time being this age, you know what I mean? Like, even tomorrow, it'll be our first time being that age. So you're constantly learning. The world is a revolving classroom, so don't be too hard on yourself when you don't know or understand or react appropriately to things, you know what I mean? Number 6, focus on what you can control. Some things in life are out of our hands, but what you can control is how you respond. Shift your energy to solutions instead of dwelling on what you can't change. So, let me think of an example. I can't change the fact that rent is disgustingly high and just unattainable for us, my fiance and I, at this current time. So what I did focus on was, what can we do aside from that? Get a bus. What can we do, to make the bus homey and livable? And thankfully we bought this bus fully converted, so we didn't really have to do much. But, we have had to do some things to make this space home instead of just a place where we survive. So what we can control is our energy within the space that we live, and different things like, decorations, having some blankets. We can't control the fact that rent is high and nobody's doing anything about it. It's kind of like that mind shift. What? Kind of like that mindset shift that I was talking about with number 2 or 3. All right, number 7, very last one. Build daily resilience habits. Small habits strengthen your mental resilience over time. Try practicing gratitude daily, which I will leave my free gratitude journal page in the description if you are interested. Set boundaries and protect your energy. Boundaries are something that you get to decide, and if somebody else decides not to respect your boundaries, then you don't have to continue to involve yourself with them. There are going to be some people in your life who, push past your boundaries to get what they want. Prioritizing rest and self-care. So, self-care, not to quote my previous video, which I will also link right here, having lots of links in the video today. Prioritizing rest and self-care isn't all bubble baths and face masks and nail appointments and random stuff like that. It's doing things that refill your cup for you, you know what I mean? So for me personally, that's meditating, journaling when I have the time, yoga, eating healthy. This is going to sound silly, but I just bought a nice face wash from Dollar Tree and started washing my face again, and I feel fantastic, aside from this one little pimple up here. Sitting and listening to meditation music, even when I'm just scrolling on my phone, that's a big thing my fiance and I both do. We'll play it out loud and kind of do our own thing, like parallel play. So that is self-care for us. And our self-care routines are not going to look the same as each other. They're not going to look the same as yours, and that's okay. As long as it's something that refills your spoons, which I also talked about in a previous video, then it's self-care. Emotional resilience isn't built overnight, but every small step you take makes a difference. Start with one of these habits today, and over time, you'll notice yourself becoming stronger, calmer, and more confident in handling life's challenges. Which of these tips spoke most to you? Let me know in the comments. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more personal growth and mental wellness content. See you in the next one.